What's up, YouTube? So a lot of fire online about the Roe v. Wade stuff. I have a video here by Asmongold, a little bite I took from his video, and something that I found pretty funny when he talks about abortion. So let's get into it, and then I'll go about my opinion about the Roe v. Wade stuff, and that would be it. So let's get to it.
I don't know. I think that there are going to be a lot of states. Unfortunately, mine's one of them that's going to try to ban abortion.
True.
And they're going to try
Probably.
to at least like make the amount of ways that you can get an abortion a lot smaller.
True, I agree. There will be a lot of states. However, it doesn't mean that they will completely ban abortion. They'll probably put some criteria on it. But again, that's just speculation. So, like, there's not much to assume here.
It's brutal as fucking disgusting. Well, I think that this is also something that people need to take in mind.
There we go.
Abortion is a brutal, medieval, horrible thing. It is terrible. Yeah. Like, I've seen how it's done.
Yeah.
And I will never be able to unsee it.
Yeah.
It is terrible. It's just not a decision that people take lightly.
It's not a decision that people take lightly. And that's kind of like what bothered me about this, because yes, in my opinion, it is a decision that some people take very, very lightly. They even hold their fetuses hostages for their partner. Here's a little, where is it? Here's a little video. And tell me what your thoughts about that, and in the context of what Asmongold just said. So, in the case of the first girl, okay? Now, to an extent, I agree with her. No one wants to start her summer year with a baby or just being pregnant. Why are you pregnant, by the way, at that age? Maybe a bit less, what do you call it? Fuck less. How about that? Just fuck less. Also, did people forget about Plan B? It's like, how often is it that the condom breaks, you know? It's like, oh, but it's on 99%. Yeah, okay, like, are you how many people are you fucking that the 99% is not enough for you to not be aborted? Let alone, like, not everyone is super fertile all the time, so it has to happen at a certain time of the month. I think you have like a week or two, whatever. I'm not like, you know, never cared about fertility too much. You have like a week or two or so. The condom has to break, or the 1% chance that the condom is not effective, or is it 92%? I don't know, there are different numbers, but whatever. That small percent chance that is the time when it breaks, whatever. Is it possible? Yeah. How often does it happen? Not that often. Anyways, next one. Oh. So she just wants to abort her baby because it's a Gemini. Now again, I'm not saying this person is actually is actually pregnant or would actually do that. However, these TikToks about how not serious this decision is, trust me, this will affect other idiot teens to not think this is a serious decision and be like, yo, I'm just gonna go fuck around all I want and I can just abort it. Okay, I don't know why a guy is yeah, okay. Again, same concept. No real reason to abort just because, you know. Oh my god. Aaron learns responsible. Again, same theme. You get the point. Yeah. Yeah, air sign, Gemini. Yeah. One sec. Planned Parenthood, okay. Me and the house, okay. Planned Parenthood. So the test came back positive, but there are options. For no reason, right? It's just like, oh no, just abort it. Fuck it. Just abort it. And again, should she have the freedom to do so? I mean, that's up for debate. But let's be real. The argument right now is mostly about like, oh, people take this decision very seriously. Some do. I would say a lot of people don't. How about taking responsibility for your actions? I'm not, you know, just throw it out there. Take responsibility for your actions. Me not caring about the gender or zodiac because it's irrelevant. One sec. It's going to be a male Scorpio. Oh yeah, that you can't have that. Like fuck that shit. Pro-life girls, abortion is disgusting. If you get pregnant, you can take responsibility. Now again, what were the circumstances for you getting pregnant and all that stuff, right? But let's see what she says about responsibility. The same girls, when they get pregnant at 16, realize they would have to devote themselves to a child. I mean, that's pretty accurate. Yeah. Hang on, I'm pregnant in July, but then realizing my child would be in Aries. Okay, we've seen these. I'm pregnant in May. Aquarius. Oh, what's wrong with fucking Aquarius, bro? I'm Aquarius. What do you mean? We're just stubborn. Your pregnancy test came back out positive. There are some options for the baby. I don't think a doctor really says that, but okay. Again, like, not even a reason given, just no baby. Or the Aries, the December, but you get the point, right? It's like, let's be real. Are we not promoting women to just have sex with anybody? And again, yeah, guys do it too. Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry. Life is not fair. I'm not saying men are better, women are worse, or anything like that. But yeah, life is not fair. Guess what? If a woman gets pregnant and the guy is against it, he still has to pay. Right? He has no choice in the matter. It's like, oh, well, it's not the same because, you know, it's not his body. But it is his money. Right? And a lot of men will take responsibility, marry the chick, and all that stuff. Right? Because they don't want the kid to grow up alone. And how many women would literally get an abortion to spite their man? Right? It's like, get into a heated argument, be emotional and crazy, and go and get an abortion without the man even knowing about it. Or women who get an abortion without telling their men they were even pregnant, didn't even discuss it. Oh, but it's not up to him. Well, if you got pregnant and you went with the baby and didn't tell him, guess what? It is up to him to pay. Why shouldn't he have a say in the matter about the abortion? That's all I'm saying. If you want to play ball, like, I mean, you know, alright, that's my biggest problem with the abortion stuff. It's, how do you really make it fair? You don't. I'm sorry, it's not fair for men, it's not fair for women. This whole thing sucks. Blame your genetics. I don't know what you want to do, but it's like, should you have the right to an abortion? In my opinion, yes, because I don't consider anything that didn't create memories yet with anyone to be alive. Okay, that's kind of like where I approximately. There are other criteria, but something that impacted the world to to some extent, I think that's what should be considered. So, for all I care, women who abort 9 months, I don't really care. Okay, that's just my criteria. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just that I don't care past that. Right? I don't lose sleep over a woman that aborted a 9-month-old baby a week before it was supposed to be born. I don't. I'm not losing sleep over it. It's not that important to me. Now, regarding the Roe versus Wade. Roe versus Wade, in my opinion, the decision is a good one. And before you lose your shit, let me tell you why. All Roe versus Wade is to take the responsibility of deciding if abortion is legal or not, away from the federal government and put it on the state. Now, are there going to be a lot of states that will try to make it illegal? Yes. Are there going to be a lot of states that will keep it legal? Yes. Now, but here's the thing. If a state makes it illegal and majority of the people who live in that state don't like it, guess what? It's extremely way easier to deal with your personal state and what they dictate compared to the government. Let's just say it like this. What if the government one day decides to not have abortions illegal? How are you, as someone who lives in a state that is liberal, going to change that? Oh well, we're gonna go and vote. Oh yeah, one state. How is the one state out of 52, 56? I'm not even sure. I don't live in the state, so I don't keep track of how many states. I think it's 56. One state of the 56 is supposed to make a massive decision for the whole government. Or how do you like that? Another state is gonna make the decision about your state regarding abortion laws. Oh, you're not gonna like that, will you? Well, guess what? Maybe the federal government should not have the right to decide if something is legal or illegal regarding someone's body. How about that? Maybe if it's on the state level, and maybe eventually it's on a metropolitan level, maybe that would be a bit easier to overturn. Maybe that would be a bit more accessible, right? What if you live in a state that doesn't allow it? Drive up to a state that allows it. Well, not everyone can afford it. If you can't afford it, spend less time fucking and more time working. I'm sorry, life is not fair. Life sucks. Some people have to work their asses off. Some people are born with a silver spoon, a gold spoon, and they go to school on a helicopter, okay? Life ain't fair. I'm sorry. It sucks. Nothing can do about that. The only thing that you can hope for is that you would have the most control over your life as you can. And trust me, having the federal government involved in something as intimate as an abortion is not something you want, okay? Let's just say it like this. 2022, okay? You're gonna have there's gonna be an election. Let's say majority, vast majority of your Congress is gonna become Republican. 2024, let's say you have a Republican president that's also against abortion. They vote through the Congress that abortion is illegal. What are you gonna do about that? Let's say there was no Roe in Wade, right? Let's say it was on the government level. How are you as an individual who is against that gonna fight it? Oh, you won't be able to. Why? Because the federal government is extremely hard to change on just not even an individual level. On a state level, it's gonna be hard for them to make an impact about votes like that. So yeah, I think Roe versus Wade is actually a good thing. Okay, let me rephrase it. I think Roe versus Wade is a step in the right direction, but it's just one step out of many steps that need to happen. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want the federal government to have too much power over stuff that it shouldn't be in the power. That's it. That's where I'm ending that conversation. Less federal government involvement in your private life, the better. And yeah, the state is also a government body and it shouldn't have a lot of impact on life. I agree. I 100% agree. Only thing is, it's a smaller state. It's easier. I'm not saying it's easy. It's easier. It's less hard to deal with your state on the state level than it is with the federal government. And that's all Roe versus Wade is. I can't say this enough. I can't say it anymore. I think I drilled the point home. If you have any questions, leave a comments. Either way, I don't really have how do they say it, a foot in this field. I don't know. I don't care overall if women are doing abortion. Not that I think they should be able to. I personally don't care about that. I care about what Roe versus Wade is and not what the topic was about. Less government involvement in your on your body. I don't think the government should be telling other people what can do. Oh god damn. Oh, what is the word? Promiscuity? No. Promiscuity. Yeah? Some fear this will lead to a great... Yes. Promiscuity. The only thing that I fear that if abortions are like legal, subsidized, and all that stuff, that it will increase promiscuity between people. Here we go, right? Promiscuity. That's my only fear with abortions. But again, there is no study that supports this. This is just something that I fear can add to promiscuity. But again, I'm not against abortion as a principle, right? I think abortion should be legal. I think women should be able to make the choice. However, I think men should have a say to an extent regarding this. It's a whole massive topic regarding the abortion thing. It's not just about the woman's body, in my opinion. There are many other things that get into place here, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and don't rage too hard on the comments, because I know this is apparently not the most favored opinion right now for reasons unknown.